Okay, so hello everyone. My name is Yasmin. I'm 21 years old. I live in Sao Paulo with my parents and my grandmother. I have 3 cats. And yeah, what else? Like in my free time, I love to listen to music. And today I'm here to guide this conversation about immigration. So for who like doesn't know about TNT is a platform where we come to communicate in English, Spanish, Italian, French, and we are here to help you, not to judge you, so we don't have like corrections. So Gabriela, can you introduce yourself one more time?
Yes. So, hi everyone. I am Gabriela. I am 29. I live in São Paulo. I have 2 cats too. And in any opportunity, I love it to talk about them. Um, I'm a pharmacist. I work in a pharmaceutical company with rare disease. I've been on Talk and Talk since November last year. And I'm very proud of myself this weekend because I got it to go to the gym every day. So I'm very proud of myself.
Yeah, that's really nice because like sometimes we can't, and when we achieve this goal is so nice.
Yes.
So I think we can like start talking about
Mhm.
immigration. So the first question is, do you have a positive or negative image of immigration? So what do you think, Gabriela?
I have a I don't know if it's a negative image because I feel that these immigrants they are surfing, and they doesn't like to go to the another country. So I think it is a sad situations. So the image that I have about the immigration is it is necessary in some case, So I think it is positive because sometimes you could save a community. So I think it is a good thing, but I don't know if the person that are suffering with this situation is okay. I think sometimes they are not okay.
Yeah, and like it's weird to think about how our image of immigration is totally related to what we watch like on television. Yeah. So like we just know the things that they show us.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think like in the same way as you. I don't know if it's a positive or negative, but I was talking like to a friend, and it's so easy to enter like in Brazil. So like sometimes I have like a negative image of immigration, like thinking about Brazil, that it's so easy to enter here, and sometimes they don't ask like for nothing for these people. But at the same way we can help a lot of people with like immigration. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I think we used to help these people in the past, because I don't know if you see, but there are a lot of immigrations. I think was Arab immigrations. They are living in the airport, the Guarulhos airport, because like the government, the last government, they they permitted no they permitted no
Except.
they accept they accept these immigrations, but they only accept, but they doesn't help affect this person. So they are living in the middle of the airport in the bad conditions. So I think maybe used to receive these immigrations better. I don't know.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I think like if you are accepting someone like in your country, you need to give them like better conditions. And like something that I've seen like many people talking, oh, how can we accept more people here if we don't give better conditions for the Brazilians? So like I think it's really difficult to like to try to help people if you don't help like the people who are like with you every day. So I think this is one of the challenges faced by immigrants. And can you think about other like challenge?
The language, maybe. Like you went in another in a culture that you don't know about the culture. Sometimes you don't know about the language. Uh, you don't have the security, né? The security that you have a house, you know. So I think it's very difficult. I can remember imagine like myself or my family living uh these situations, you know. I think it's very sad.
Yeah, and like people like taking advantage of you and like
Mhm.
you don't know. Yeah, so
Yeah, a lot of people died, like tried to enter instead in the United States, you know. It's crazy.
yeah, it's really crazy. And I think like we have like the language as a challenge, but I think we also have like to find a job. I think
Yeah.
yeah, because if you don't know how to speak the language, maybe it will be impossible to find a job because you can communicate with people. So and like talking about like economy, how does immigration affect the economy of the host country? What do you think?
I don't know. I think maybe uh, this is a difficult question because I don't know if the guilt is only of the immigration. No, because the immigrations I think that is common that they choose the worst jobs. You know, it is not a qualified job. I don't know if you are understanding me, sorry, because my English is not so good. But I don't know if the best job is options of for these immigrations, you know. So I don't know if the economy affects a lot. Like I think it's like the economy already have this problem, you know. So I don't know if that that idea that the immigration is affecting the economy is occupying the job of the other people is really, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think so too, but like I was thinking here and we can see a lot of like immigrants working in slavery conditions. So
Yeah.
maybe this is a way that impacts the economy because like people are like producing clothes, a lot of clothes for some stores, and they are receiving less money, but the store is like receiving a lot of money because of these clothes. So maybe like in this way.
And help the economy. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, really crazy. Like we don't we are not like helping them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's really complicated. And I don't know, have you ever heard like about Shane that they use this kind of work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for me, this is a problem because I love Shane. I love it. I think it is the best app ever, you know. I this shirt is is from Shane, you know. It's I have a lot of my clothes is from Shane. And but I don't know. I don't know. I think it is difficult, and sometimes I feel like a contradictory person, you know, because there are a lot of things that I tried to fight, and I'm and the another day I'm putting clothes in my app on chain, you know.
Yeah, but I think it's really difficult because something that it's always like on my mind. Okay, but if I stop to buy, these people will not like have money to survive. Like, what can I do?
This is a good it's a good point.
Yeah, like sometimes I don't know, like, how can I help then? Like, it's something that we can see like in Brás too.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not like so far.
Yeah. And I don't know if like the responsibility is in our hands, you know. I really don't know. I really don't know if the we are avoiding to buy in Shein or Bras. We are really helping to avoid this system. You know, I don't know if we are capable of destroying or avoid these situations. Um, I don't know if is only a thing that I mind to try not putting on myself this responsibility, but I don't know if I am you and my I'm the responsible, you know, for this. I think is more big of with that.
Yeah, I think it's something like bigger than us. And but yeah, like sometimes I am always like I'm always like thinking about this. And if we stop to buy, we will affect a lot of families. So not just like immigrants, but like Brazilians too, because they use this like job to survive. So I really don't know, and it's difficult to think what we can do. Maybe it's like a government problem. So, and like we were talking that it's too easy to enter like in Brazil. And what rules on immigration would you like your country to have?
It's a difficult question. What rules? Mm, I don't know. I think here in Brazil there are a lot rules. No, I don't know. I think maybe the person needs to prove that they are a local to live. I don't know. I don't know if this is right, but I know that the person needs to have a kind of money. I don't know how much, but I think he needs to do money. Um, but I don't know. I really don't know because in my idea, I think we have this responsibility to help this person, you know, because in this contest, I think is our responsibility as society to help, because a lot of decisions and a lot of actions that we decided to do impact this life of the immigration, you know, like the war the war that is happening on Ukraine and Rus in Russia, no. Of course, we as Brazilian we don't have the responsibility, but the responsibility to we don't cause the war, of course, but I think we have this responsibility to accept this person, this, you know. So I don't know if it's correct to put some rules of this.
Yeah, I think like maybe in this situation, like if there was a war like in the country you lived, it's okay like to not have rules, but maybe like if you are entering like in the country like to work or to do something here, maybe to have a rule that the government will try to keep in touch with you like every month, maybe to see if it's everything okay, to give you like a support. But yeah, I don't know like what rules we can have, because like thinking about like everyone, it's so difficult. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and I agree because sometimes we only think about the immigration that is suffer or suffer facing a thing, né? But sometimes the immigration is coming to Brazil like to because they have a good qualifications, a good degree, and yeah, I agree. I agree. I understood your point.
Yeah. And let's go like to number 5. Like, what would happen to the world's population if all immigration laws ended? Like, can you imagine?
What happened to the world populations if all immigration laws ended? If started to be prohibited to the immigrations around the world?
No, if it was like except,
Ah,
like
okay.
if there is no rule, there is no law.
Oh, I think we could start a war, a world war, a guerra mundial, a war world, a new war world.
Yeah, I think a world war.
World war, yeah. Because like if when our rules the situations in some countries very difficult, imagine if it's the country starts to accept it, all of them. I think it's very difficult. I don't know if it's could be real.
Yeah, and I think like maybe we would have like more problems with drugs, human
Hmm.
traffic,
Yeah.
because like everything is accepted, so like people can do everything that they want. Can you think like about like other problems that can happen with this?
Mm, let me think. Maybe maybe we could discover like a new culture in our country, like because like here in Brazil we have the beginner the immigrations of some uh, Italians, Europeans, Portuguese, African Africans. So, and I think we are a country that a lot of culture, because of this mix of cultures. So sometimes like maybe we could have a surprise in the different cultures in some countries.
Yeah, I think it would be like really nice to know like the similar things that we have with others like cultures, because sometimes we think that we are too different and we are not. So yeah, and would you report an illegal immigrant to the police?
No, never. No, I wouldn't report an illegal immigration to the policy, um, because as I was saying, I think we have this responsibility with this family or this person, no? So I think it's very difficult, like you go to the policy and report an illegal immigrant. Sometimes I saw the, I don't know if you know, there's a series like call it Airport, and this series they basically talk about the daily in the airport, especially for like the policy, the federal policy. And of course, here in Brazil, there aren't a lot of these reports, but in another country like United States and France, there are a lot of examples that the policy stopped the 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 guy or the family into the airport and go back to the your country. No, it's very sad because like sometimes the family is facing a lot of times of airplane, like to their hope to a new life. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's really difficult to think about this because I think it depends like on the situation. Like as you said, if it was like a family and they need a support, okay, I can try to give them this support. But if it was like just one person and this person is doing something like illegal, I think maybe I would. But if it's a person that is trying to have a better life, I think I can help and not like to report to the police because I would feel bad about it. And what do you think are the benefits of like immigration? And I think we can talk like about the advantages and the disadvantages here.
I think the benefits, I think like the opportunity to country increase your culture, I think like it is a possibility to us discover new people and discover uh, maybe uh, even that immigration that decided to go with another country because they was facing a bad thing in their country. I think they bring with them um, a lot of values, no? And it is a different culture, it is a different language. So I think it is a possibility to us discover and have this uh, new new vision of world. And of course, unfortunately, sometimes there are a lot of positions in work that maybe unfortunately the immigration takes. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I think this is something that happens to Brazilians when like we go to other countries too. Like we will do the work that no one wants.
Mm-hmm.
Like cleaners, we can see like a lot of Brazilians like working with cleaning. So yeah, I totally agree with you when you said about the culture that we can learn, like things about the others' culture. I think maybe like one disadvantage is because you will need to learn like other language, and maybe you will not have more contact with your native language. Maybe you will like forget about it. So I think this is something like bad.
Yeah, but I think in some countries there are a lot of support groups, that try to sustain their culture. Like here in Brazil, I think there are a lot of them, and in another country, I believe that there are two. Like I think in United States, I think it is Florida, that there are a lot of Brazilians, and in some neighborhoods, they only speak Portuguese. It's crazy. And some
Yeah.
Yeah, and sometimes the person that tried to be abroad and tried to improve your English, sometimes they they couldn't because they still continued speaking in Portuguese.
Yeah, I've heard about it. Like some people they went to the United States to learn English, but they are like talking like in Portuguese, so they never learn. And I think maybe this is a problem. Like some people say that in Dublin, Ireland is the same thing. So like it's impossible to improve your English because you will like just met like Brazilians. So that's something bad about like immigration. And do you think immigration helps us all understand each other better?
I don't know. I think depends the person, because I think um, for you understand the other better, I think you really want to do this. And because I think there are a lot of preconcept pre I don't remember.
Prejudice?
Prejudice. Yes, I think there are a lot of prejudice of this topic on these immigrations. So I don't know if the person doesn't really understand these situations, or I don't know, search about the problem that the immigrations are facing. I think I don't know. I don't know if it's possible.
Yeah. Eh, yeah, I think like maybe it depends on how open you are to understand the person, because I know that some people they really don't want to understand the other's life. They don't care about it. But I think it's something that maybe it would be really nice to have like as a subject at school, like to try to understand like others culture, so we could have like less prejudice than we have. So I think like, because I think like prejudice it's something that makes us like don't care about the others. So okay, I don't want to know more about you because I have this prejudice. So you are like this. I believe that you are like this, so you are. And like thinking about this, what world country do you think is most opposed to immigration?
Oh my God. What world country do you think is most opposite to immigrations? I will think two countries that I heard. I always heard in media is like, I think United States. It is one of them. In the other, I think it is Inglaterra. England, sorry. It is England. United States, especially because maybe it is the first of the first country that the immigrations choose, especially Mexican, né? Mexicans. And the other, I think it is England, because I already heard a lot about the limitations and the barriers, the difficulties that they are putting to avoid the immigrations. Maybe I think French is one of them. They accepted more, but I think they are in a situations that it is not possible to accept it more. Especially it's like the countries, like I don't know how can I say that. The Arabia Saudita,
Yeah.
Saudita Air. I don't say. Sorry, Yasmin.
Yeah, but
Uh,
I understand you.
so I think United States and English, it is the worst.
Mhm. Yeah, I think they make like this process to be an immigrant so hard that sometimes you think, oh, maybe I will give up.
Mm-hmm.
They really want to make you like give up. So, but I was thinking here in maybe North Korea, because like you
Wow.
can't enter there
Yeah.
and they
Yeah. And I don't know if there is anyone that wants to to choose North Korea, but yeah.
yeah, but I've heard that many people like could, how can I say this? They go out of the country and they started to make like videos talking about the things that happen inside the country. So I don't know. Maybe they have problems now because they talked about it, but I don't think that it's something wrong, but I don't think it's good too because you don't accept that people have access to books like from
Mm,
other countries to other cultures. So I think this is something that makes them live like in a bubble. Yeah.
yeah.
So the
And
government.
yeah. And what happened, and that is very crazy because anyone knows is 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 dangerous, very dangerous. Uh, yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, and sometimes we are like worried about it because we don't know like if the people are suffering there, if it's everything okay or not.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really difficult to think about it. And but like, do you think immigrants should pass a test based on the language and culture of the country they want to live in?
I don't know. Uh, I don't know if it is necessary like the immigrants pass in a test, because I'm thinking if it was me, like I decided to go, I don't know, like China. How can I, how can I learn it, the language, I don't know. Uh, so yeah, I don't think that this kind of test should be implemented to to decide it. this, because I think it's very difficult, because I always think about in that a society that is suffering or facing something. I'm sorry. I think I am in a limited vision, because I know that there are a lot of different immigrants, and maybe for this kind of immigrants is easier to put or implement this kind of test. Uh, but I don't know if it's okay to implement it to the other situations.
Yeah, but I just can't think about the same as you. Like maybe it depends on the situation. Like if there are like immigrants that they are coming because of the war, they don't have time to learn a language and they don't care about it. They just want to live like a better life. So I think the test it's not something good to make, but like if you are coming to a country to work or to study, I think it's something that you need to know, like the language, like even the basic things, just like hi, can you help me, and about the culture too, because maybe this person like can get in trouble if they don't know about the culture, because like I saw that a girl, she was like on the jail just because she put like a bottle of beer like in the street to do like something, and it's not accept to put like trash on the street as we do here, that it is not accept to, but I think maybe this kind of problem can happen. Yeah.
Yeah, I when you said that, I remember. I think there's a football player. I don't know, but there is a case that a man friend, I think, of this football player, they went to the Russia, and they brought in our bag a medication prohibited medications, that it is not permissions into Russia, and the man was arrested like for years
Oh my god, yeah,
in the
I
middle
know
of the
that.
Alaska, like.
Oh, this is horrible. Yeah, I know that one medicine that we have here that is prohibited in like some countries is like dipirona. And like
Really?
yeah, and like I
Ah,
can't live without dipirona. So I don't know how can I
yes,
survive.
yes. Oh my God,
Yeah,
crazy.
and I really don't know why. So and let's go to the last one. Has immigration around the world been successful?
Um, I don't know, because I don't have uh, a lot of informations, and I never stopped to study more about this topic. But when I again, what I saw on the TV or all these things, that the immigrations is still a problem. Uh, there are a lot of people that dying trying to to enter in a country. No, it is not as enter to enter in some countries, uh, and a lot of babies, they're dying during the travel. is awful. And in the middle of these situations, I think the immigrations is increased, So the situations of this immigrant are piorando,
Yeah, I
are
don't know.
getting bad,
Yeah, maybe like getting back.
and the immigration is real. So I don't know if it's being as successful. I think it is not.
Yeah, I think it depends on what is success for you too.
Yeah.
Because like maybe the economy. So if the economy is good, the immigration is being successful, or if there are less people like in slavery conditions of work, this is success. So I think we need to first think like what is success for like each country, so we can say if it's being like successful or not.
Yeah, I totally agree.
So I think that's it for today. Do you want to add something?
No, I love it. I love it, our conversation. It is a pleasure.